Everyone could take a seat. There are a couple people that were supposed to be up here. If you were an employer who has placed someone in a job, if you want to come and make your way to the stage right now, and we will get started in 2 minutes. And everybody, welcome to the Queen Mary!
How is everybody? Fantastic. Welcome to the Queen Mary. My name is Josh Friday, and I have the honor, if I can get your attention, I have the honor of serving as your Chief Service Officer in the state of California. And today is a very, very special day. It's a special day one, and I hate to admit this in front of the mayor of Long Beach. This is my first time in the Queen Mary. Is this anyone else's first time? How cool is this place right here? Welcome to Long Beach. It's fun to be here. Today is also a special day because today we get to tell an inspiring story. And it's a story about you, members of the California Service Corps, the largest service force in the nation, bigger than the entire Peace Corps. And it's a story about the people behind me, alumni of the California Service Corps, who are now working and continuing to lead in our communities, and employers who have stepped up to hire members of the California Service Corps. And this story that we get to tell today, this special, inspiring story, is a California story. And it's also a Long Beach story. Because Governor Newsom and Mayor Richardson have stepped up in such a significant way to make a deal. To make a deal that I and generations of Americans who served in the military got, which is that if you serve your community, if you're willing to give back and step up to make a difference and serve, they're going to make your life better. Governor Newsom and Mayor Richardson and the employers and all the incredible partners in this room who have stepped up to hire California Service Corps members are sending a very clear message in California, which is if you are willing to invest in your community, we are going to invest in you. And let's be clear about the reality that we're living in. While DC is firing, California is hiring. While there are some who want to divide us, the California Service Corps is uniting us. When there are those who would like to stoke fear, the California Service Corps is bringing hope. And in a time of real economic uncertainty, California is delivering opportunity. And that's what today is about. So you are going to get to hear a story today, a story of people like Janet, who, while in college, stepped up to be a member of the College Corps program and serve her community, and now works full-time at Alta Sea, continuing to give back and bring on and mentor new College Corps members. You're going to get to hear the story of people like Renee, who while in college working at Walmart, struggling to figure out how to pay for college and give himself a better future, joined our Service Corps program, and is now working to continue to give back and lead in his community. The story of people like Kenny, who went to community college, did College Corps, transferred to a CSU, and next year, because of College Corps, will be graduating debt-free and will be more likely to get a job because of our Core to Career program, where 80% of our members are being placed in job pathways. That is the story of today. And here's where we need you. We need every Californian to be part of this story, which is why we are announcing today that we are recruiting over 10,000 paid service members across the state of California to be part of next year's California Service Corps, to continue to lead the path. And we want anyone who wants to serve and wants to have the kind of job opportunities that we're talking about today to go to caservicecorps.com, because California needs you, and we need you in a big way. I'm going to have a chance to introduce a few exciting and important speakers that are here with us today to continue to inspire us. Pero el primero algo en español para nuestras familias que hablan español. Hoy anunciamos que estamos reclutando más de 10,000 miembros de servicio pagado como parte del California Service Corps, con miles de oportunidades aquí en la región. California Service Corps ofrece a jóvenes y adultos la oportunidad de ganar dinero mientras ayudan a sus comunidades en educación, cambio climático, inseguridad alimentaria y más. Estos programas están abiertos a estudiantes universitarios y personas que no están en la escuela, con opciones de servicio de tiempo completo y parcial. Los miembros están recibiendo experiencia profesional, conectándose con sus comunidades y construyendo carreras a través del servicio. Y ahora te necesitamos. Para más información y para inscribirte, por favor, visita caservicecorps.com. I now have the great honor of introducing a friend, a true champion of service, the founder of the Long Beach Public Service Corps, and an incredible champion for this entire community, Mayor Rex Richardson.
Let's hear it for California's champion of service, Josh Friday. One more time for Josh. I don't know, I felt some energy when I came in the room, energy around these young people who are excited about their futures, and you seem ready. Are you ready to serve? Is California ready to serve? All right. Great. Well, it's a great day to be here in the city of Long Beach on our beautiful Queen Mary, which has a public service story herself. During World War II, the Queen Mary shuttled. It was a big part of the war effort in shuttling people across, all around the world. It has an incredible history of military service here on this Queen Mary. And we're here now as it charts a whole new future around entertainment and tourism and all of those things. And so we're grateful for all of you being here. I want to celebrate and lift up all of the companies that are here supporting the Core to Career Fair. So let's hear it for the private companies who are stepping up for these incredible young people. And all of this matters. I believe that public service is a gift, and it's something that should be shared with future generations. I'll never forget when I was a student at Cal State Dominguez Hills, where I learned the meaning of service and leadership and advocacy. I was involved in student government. I was ASI president. Anybody here go to Cal State? That's right. That's right. Anybody involved in student government? It's a few of you. The experiences you have on campus prepare you for that next step. The hands-on fellowships and internships and the cores, they prepare you for, it's a microcosm of the future, and they prepare you for your future experiences, and that's our job, is to make it easy for you. And when I was in college, I'll tell you, it was very different. The world was changing. I started college in 2001, right 2 weeks before 9/11, and the world was changing, and how we interpreted the world, what the meaning of service, what was our commitment to the future. All of that changed for me in the same ways that many of you began college during the pandemic. where the world was changing, how we interpret work and our commitments to personal time. All of that was changing. That's what we have in common. But the big difference is you are dealing with some of the highest student debts than any other generation. You're dealing with higher housing costs than what I had to deal with. But there's hope. There's a solution for you. By serving in local government, one, you get access to a job with a living wage, with a union, where if you work hard and you get a paid living wage, you can afford the housing in your community. We still have something called secure retirement through a pension, to where if you work 5 years, you vest and you get access to a secure retirement. And because of public service loan forgiveness, if you do 10 years of service in a public institution, your student debt is canceled. All of the challenges that your generation faces are addressed simply by giving your first 5 to 10 years of service to government, by working in local government. And that's why we created the Long Beach Public Service Corps. How many people here are familiar or participated in the Long Beach Public Service Corps program? Make some noise if you're from the LBC. So this is important. This is a partnership with our governor, a partnership with Josh Friday, California Service Corps, to really present opportunities to make a meaningful difference in their lives, but really solve our challenges too, because we want to recruit and retain the next qualified, talented generation of public servants in California who know and understand the communities that we live in. Who best to serve in our cities as our city managers, our planners, our engineers, than people who were born and raised and went to school in our local communities. That's why we created the Public Service Corps. And we have an incredible College Corps. Make some noise if you were a part of the College Corps program. You are the pipeline. You are the pipeline. We want you to understand how to step directly into the pipeline and directly benefit, because we're counting on you, and future generations are following your footsteps. So we have to make sure that we get this right. So I want to thank all of you for being a part of this, for laying the groundwork for a stronger California, laying the groundwork for stronger communities, and making sure that we re-inspire future generations of public servants who are going to continue this commitment of making sure young people can achieve their highest and best potential for their lives here in the state of California, here in the city of Long Beach. So let's continue to work and make a difference. Thank you very much.
Mayor Richardson always fires me up. Thank you. Thank you for that. Appreciate that. And now we get to hear from another CSU Dominguez Hills student, a future alum, and potentially a future mayor of Long Beach, Janet Parga, who not only served in College Corps, now works at Alta Sea, is mentoring and supervising, serving as an Ocean Pathways coordinator, and is a huge part of the story of what is possible when we continue to invest in service and employers step up in such a significant way as we see today. Let's hear it for Janet.
Good morning, everyone. So as Josh mentioned, my name is Janet Parga. I'm a second-generation Mexican-American, first-generation Chicana. I actually grew up about 10 minutes from here, so I'm a Long Beach native. I'm going to share a little bit about my story. So to give some background, growing up, ponte a trabajar was a phrase I heard often in my community. Like many with migrant parents, I understood from an early age the importance of hard work. But sometimes that hard work comes with sacrifice. Many of us know what it means to put our education on hold, to support our family, to make ends meet. And that was, kind of what ended up happening to me, and that was my reality. For years, I found myself stuck in a cycle, going to school on and off while juggling unfulfilling jobs. But about 3 years ago, I made a commitment to step away from that cycle and fully return to school. I started looking for part-time work to support myself, to cover tuition and bills, and I wanted to find work that mattered. Something that aligned with my values, but it seemed like those opportunities were, they felt like they were limited. It's at that point when a dear professor of mine told me about the College Corps program. She explained that it wasn't just a way to ease the financial burden, but it was an opportunity to contribute to something meaningful, like addressing climate change. I became a College Corps Fellow at Cal State Dominguez Hills, serving in the Climate Action Branch at Altasea at the Port of Los Angeles. Some of you, yes, go Toros! So some of you may have heard part of my story before. It's been a year since I was speaking at the press conference at Altasea, and my journey has since then grown. I continue to serve as the Ocean Pathways Coordinator, and I now have the privilege of supporting other service members in their own paths. In this role, I've had the chance to witness how the program continues to create real opportunities, not just for me, but for others. In this role, I've had the, this year alone, I'm proud to announce that we have hosted at Altasea 7 College Corps members from Dominguez Hills. Our internship program has also hosted service members and alumni from several campuses and California volunteer subprograms. I'm going to share a little story about one of those service members that came to Altasea. Her name's Lizeth, and she was a student at Cal State Long Beach. I met her at the career fair last year, and she was looking for an opportunity in engineering. We spoke about the fall internship, and after a few conversations, she applied. She was placed with one of our carbon capture labs, and that experience shifted her entire trajectory. Today, she works at a company that ensures medical equipment meets the FDA standards. Lizeth credits the hands-on experience from the lab, especially the testing and data analysis, for giving her the skills to do technical writing reports, which is a major part of her job. In a recent conversation, Lizeth told me that she firmly believes she wouldn't have landed the role if it wasn't for her support with the California Volunteers team and myself. Hearing this reminds me exactly why I do this work. I've been in that position, unsure of what's next, but wanting to do something meaningful. Because of the College Corps program, the Dominguez Hills program team, the Corps to Career team, and my colleagues at Altasea, I now have a job that I love and one that gives me a sense of purpose. There is nothing more gratifying than helping others find their way, especially those who feel lost, uncertain, or simply wanting to explore a new career path. So I'll leave you with this. You've already taken the first step to making a difference.
You're doing great.
Thanks, guys. Use your journey. The highs, the challenges, the growth will help you shape a better future. I grew up hearing "Ponte a trabajar" from many voices in my life, a reflection of the hustle and sacrifice that shapes our communities. But my mom, she said something different. She said, "Tú sí puedes." And those are the words that carry me through and the ones that I carry forward for all of you today. Thank you.
You cannot. And we will carry your words and your story with us and in our hearts moving forward. Thank you, Janet, for sharing that. That is incredible. We appreciate that. Wow. If I can get everyone's attention in the back. Thank you. We now get to hear from one of our really key partners, employer partners, who make these kinds of opportunities that Janet just talked about possible. Alicia Bell is the president of Unite LA, a nonprofit that's providing workforce development opportunities for LA youth and one of our critical employer partners. Let's please give a big round of applause for Alicia Bell.
All right, good morning, everyone. And can we have one more round of applause for Janet? Thank you so much for sharing. My name is Alicia Bell, and first and foremost, a proud alum of CSU Long Beach. So pleasure to be here with you all on the Queen Mary. I have the pleasure of serving as president of Unite LA. We are a 27-year-old intermediary nonprofit. We were founded by the City of Los Angeles, LA Unified School District, and LA Community College District Back in the mid-90s, those three entities had applied for a school-to-career federal grant during the Bill Clinton administration. And it's just such an honor to be here with you all celebrating workforce development today. So for the last quarter century, we have been laser focused on equitable economic mobility, and that's why we're really thrilled to partner with Core to Career, which connects California volunteer service program alumni to high mobility careers in growing sectors. Unite LA has proudly placed 6 core members into earn and learn opportunities through our career pathways programs. Those include programs in growing sectors, healthcare, tech, and clean tech. And it equips participants with essential professional, technical, and networking skills. We've been really pleased to see that the core members are clearly supported throughout their training with skills that align with employer needs. These are skills that we would look for in anyone we were hiring, and we clearly see them in the core members and the core alumni. So a few of those, just to give you some examples: professionalism and advocacy. So core members' workplace etiquette and their public engagement skills ensure a smooth transition, both into Unite LA programming, but also into opportunities for employment with our employer partners. Workforce readiness and time management. We see this as participants balance earning certifications, internships, and training. Mentorship and leadership. This really aligns with Unite LA's Emerging Leaders Initiative, where past participants support new cohorts. Core to Career clearly equips their members with career preparation. Their resume building and their interview training are foundational for positive employer experiences. The commitment to service opportunities, such as climate change and education, this deeply aligns with Unite LA's commitment to the triple bottom line, simultaneously uplifting economy, equity, and environment. And so we're just thrilled about that alignment with core members. And finally, the last one I'll mention is networking skills, and what a lot of you are all here doing today, networking with peers and with employers. Core to Career fairs and leadership summits instill values associated with professional networking. So we're really proud to celebrate the success of a number of the folks we've had the honor of working with. One of them, Renee, is here with us today. Round of applause for Renee. Renee graduated from Unite LA's Step Into Tech program last summer, and he transitioned into our partner NPowers program, successfully completing it earlier this year. Renee also joined Unite LA at a recent Breaking Barriers panel presentation. So Unite LA had the opportunity to present to a number of regional and statewide stakeholders, and Renee was on that panel highlighting the partnership with NPower and sharing his experience going through the program. One other core member I want to uplift, a young woman named Karen Perez. She graduated from our My Pathway to Health program, and she recently testified at a legislative hearing in the state capitol to advocate for continued funding for California College Corps. Might see her on LinkedIn. You might see her on LinkedIn. She had a recent social media post highlighting that the program has been really transformative for her. She's committed to serving her community while pursuing her dreams, and she underscored the importance of investing in programs that create meaningful opportunities, like Core to Career. So I would just end by saying this program is so positive for our rising workforce, for all of you. It's positive for employers, and it's positive for equitable economic mobility. Along with several members of the Unite LA team, there's a number of us here at tables and in the room. We're just all so proud to partner with you, and we are applauding you throughout your career. So thank you all for having us.
We are here today for 2 important reasons. One, we get to recruit over 10,000 paid service positions with the California Service Corps for next year. And 2, we're here to get you a job. How does that sound? And we care about you getting a job, not just because we care about you, which we do. And we want you to thrive, and we want you to be successful, which you will. We care about you getting a job because you are our future workforce. You are our future teachers, our first responders, our nonprofit and our business leaders. That's who you are. That's why we need you. And that's why it's so important that all these employer partners from the public sector and the private sector and the nonprofit sector have stepped up to say they want to hire you. They value you. We value you. So in order for all of this to continue to be successful, though, everything depends on partnership. And we need to continue to work together, which is why we need you to continue to stay connected to the California Service Corps. Be an active member of our alumni. When you get hired and have that fancy title and that fancy job 5 years, reach back and hire the next College Corps member, the next Climate Corps member, the next Long Beach Public Service Corps member. That is what we're counting on you for. And we're also counting on incredible partners to continue to step up and say, we want to hire California Service Corps members. I want to acknowledge a few of those incredible partners who are here today, including Alta C, Community Resources Corporation, USC and LAUSD, many of whom are standing behind me, as well as Mayor Richardson, who we heard from, Deputy Mayor Shockley from the LA Mayor's Office, and the YMCA led by my friend Victor Dominguez. We also have very new employer partners who have stepped up, including Kaiser and Amazon, Verizon, Cali PA, Blue Shield, the Partnership for Public Service, Teach for America, and Pepperdine University. Let's hear it for all of the partners who have stepped up to say they want to hire you. And finally, I want to thank just the incredible and inspiring and the hardest working people in our state, the team of California volunteers in Court of Career. Can we give them a big round of applause for all their incredible work, for making all of this possible here today? It's an incredible team, and that's what it's going to take for everyone to succeed. So finally, California needs you. If you want to serve, go to California or go to caservicecorps.com. If you want a job because of your service, go to caservicecorps.com. And now, let's all get back to work. Thank you all for being here today.